Before we begin, take a breath with me for a second. You don't have to do anything else right now. You don't have to understand everything. You don't need to have answers. Just listen. This message is for you if you've ever felt like your life doesn't make sense. If you look back and wonder why certain things happened. If you feel like you made the wrong decisions. If today you're standing in a place where nothing feels clear. This is a quiet space, a cafe for the soul. And today, I want to talk to you about something simple, yet deeply transformative. I want to talk about the loose pieces of your life, about the moments that felt like mistakes, about the paths that seem to lead nowhere, about the decisions you don't understand yet. And I want to remind you of something very important. The pieces only make sense when you look backward. There are moments in life when everything feels scattered, as if someone dumped all the pieces of a puzzle onto the table, but forgot to include the picture on the box. In those moments, we tend to think, why did this happen to me? Why did I choose that path? Why did I waste so much time? Why wasn't I like everyone else? And the most painful part is not having no answers. The most painful part is feeling like nothing fits. We live in a culture that demands immediate coherence, that wants everything to make sense right now, that asks for quick results, success without interruptions. But real life doesn't work that way. Real life is uneven, uncertain, full of pauses, detours, and silence. And here comes a truth that almost no one tells you. You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only do it looking backward. Many people live with constant anxiety, trying to understand everything right away. They want to know if they're on the right path, if this relationship makes sense, and if this job is worth it, if this decision was a mistake. And when they don't know, they punish themselves. But there is something deeply unfair about that. You are asking your present self to have the wisdom of your future self, and that is not possible. There are decisions that only make sense years later. There are paths that only gain value when you see where they led you. There are losses that later reveal themselves as protection. There are failures that turn out to be redirections. If you feel confused today, it doesn't mean you're wrong. It means you are in the middle of the process. And the middle always feels uncomfortable. Sometimes life takes you down paths that don't seem useful, courses that lead nowhere, jobs that don't fit your dream, people who arrive and then leave. In the moment, everything feels like a waste of time. But here is something essential to remember. Nothing that shapes you as a person is ever wasted time. What you learn when no one applauds you. What you discover when there are no guarantees. What you develop when you don't yet know how it will be used. That is what later makes all the difference. Maybe today, you don't see the value of what you're living. Maybe you don't understand why your path has been different. Maybe you compare yourself to others who seem ahead. But remember this, gently. Your story was never meant to look like anyone else's. And the pieces that seem disconnected today may become the heart of something beautiful tomorrow. Here comes one of the hardest parts of adult life. Trusting without evidence. Trusting when there are no visible results. When no one validates your process. When you're not sure you're doing the right thing. Trusting doesn't mean being naive. It means continuing to walk even when you don't understand everything. Real trust isn't born when everything is clear. It's born when you choose to move forward despite uncertainty. And I want to tell you this with complete honesty. You don't need to believe in a perfect future. You only need to trust that this too is part of your story. The people who build authentic lives are not the ones who never doubt. They are the ones who don't abandon their path just because they can't explain it yet. There are dots that hurt, moments we wish we could erase, decisions that cost us deeply, people who broke us, and yet, those are dots too. Not all dots are beautiful, not all of them are bright, but all of them belong to the final picture. Pain changes the way you see. Loss sharpens your sensitivity. Failure teaches you what success never could. Don't romanticize the pain, but don't invalidate it either. Because even that one day will make sense. If today you feel lost, if your life feels disordered, if you don't understand why you're where you are, remember this: you are not behind, you are not broken, you are connecting the dots. Even if you can't see the full picture yet, trust the process. Trust your curiosity. Trust what moves you from within. One day you'll look back and everything will make sense.